Alright, Guardians, this is our weekly solo player's guide to the Nightfall. Normally we do these every Wednesday. We'll do one strike and we'll just do that. We're going to do something a little different the next couple weeks. We're going to do every strike, each of the three, one with each class, Warlock, Hunter, and Titan. This one is going to be our Hunter variant, and we're doing the Wheel of Thousands. The other two strikes will be linked in the description box down below. These aren't going to be 100,000 point completion guides, but I will go over how to get you there if that's what you'd like to do. So for this one, we are running Void, Singe, and Heavyweight. If you want to get 100,000 points, I would bump up your multiplier, your handicap, at least 75 to 80. That is going to decrease your power level. So just keep that in mind. If you're not 650 or 600, that's really going to hit you hard. But otherwise, you should be pretty decent. Void burn, definitely. Heavyweight is also pretty decent. I would either go here. I would either go Grenadier or Heavyweight. As far as the hard modifiers, I would definitely go Momentum, because we are going to do a lot of running, and either Extinguish or definitely not Blackout. I would go Extinguish or Iron. Those are the two best bets. So the easier of the bunch, and there are some shields in here, so you definitely don't want to do a match game. But yeah, as far as setup goes, I'm rocking my Duke MK44 with Outlaw and Rampage and a minor spec. Love this gun to death. It is very good. And then we're also rocking Subtle Calamity. If you're not running a exotic and you have Le Monarch, that one would be a better choice, actually. I don't know why I didn't think of that while I was going in, but whatever. And then we're running Hammerhead with Feeding Frenzy, High Impact Reserves, and a boss spec, another great weapon. And we're also running Orpheus rigs, which would tell you we are also running top tree of the Night Stalker with Vortex, Marksman's Dodge, and Strafe Jump. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just rock this guide. Alright, so as soon as you come to this point, there are going to be several elites and majors, so we're going to be very careful of them, but we're going to take out as many acolytes as we can because they're all going to start running towards the back. And you definitely want to keep an eye out for these snipers, especially if you're doing the 100,000 points. What you want to do is just keep your distance like you see me doing here. You probably don't want to be this far out, especially with these guys still sniping you. Especially at 100,000 points. Be very careful of them. And when you get here, if you're doing 100,000, I would use your power ammo against both of those knights. With Heavyweight, you should be getting your ammo back anyways. And just be very careful because they are going to be doing a lot of damage. And I would also make sure you take out all of the acolytes first. If you need to, stay way back, get your health back, run around, and then as soon as your health comes back, just come back to them. But then once you're done with that, just come running through here. And then as soon as you get here, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to keep our distance. And we're just going to use our bow or sniper or whatever long range weapon you're using. And we're going to take these guys out. Power ammo this guy down. Like I said, you should be getting some decent power ammo drops. But if not, hopefully you will. Like right now I have 2 heavy ammo finder perks on 2 pieces of armor, and I'm barely getting any to begin with. But don't let that scare you away. you should be getting some. And then just pop your tether down in the middle. You should get just about everything. But do be very careful. There is going to be an elite ogre off to the side there. You can kind of see him now. And that is either going to be a mini boss or just a normal elite. And if it's just an elite, you will get this shrieker here. Be very careful. If you've got your handicap way up to get that extra powerful gear drop, that thing is going to melt you extremely quickly. So stay in cover and just kind of peek, and then stay in cover, get your health back, peek again. Or if you're using momentum, run way back, and then come running back, because it will close if you get a little too far from it. And then once all of that room is clear, go ahead and pick up whatever ammo you can. You're definitely going to want it. And then just kind of keep your distance like you see me doing here. Just about all these guys are elites, so keep that in mind. And then once you get, hopefully you have enough power ammo to power ammo this guy down. And in the next room as well, there's going to be several. So like I said, hopefully you'll get some really good power ammo drops. And then just kind of clear this room from back here. Remember, you can always dip back into the previous room if you get too low on health. 100,000 points. Remember, this is going to be a lot more difficult. The damage I'm taking is going to be a lot higher. So just keep that in mind while you're watching. But once you start scanning this, just go ahead and run to the left side of the room, like so. You're going to get a bunch of enemies spawning in about right where I'm aiming at. So go ahead and pop another tether. You should have enough enemies here to get your full health or full super back. If not, that's fine. You should have it pretty close to it. And then just power ammo this guy down. And then just kind of clear the rest of the ads. There is going to be another spawn of a mini boss knight as well as a mini boss wizard. I think they're spawning in right now, to be honest. There they are. Pop your shield, not your shield, but your super again. It should kill both of them. There they go. There's also, so there's two knights. I forgot about that second one. And then the wizard on top of these dudes. But once this room is cleared, you should be good to go. Let's go ahead and jump up here and throw the little thing, the spear, into that hole, and we'll move on into the next room. Alright, once you're here, if you still have this spear, try and take that that shrieker down. As you can see, stupid close. I would be dead if I was doing 100,000 points. So, I'm really glad I wasn't trying to do that on this particular run. But if that does happen, make sure you run back into that room that we just left. You can still go back there, get your health back, and then come back out maybe with your power ammo. But once that's done, the Shrieker should be your main target. Like I said, unless you run back to the room and you can get some acolytes cleared. But just stay back for a little bit and clear these ads, because once you move a little too forward, you're going to get a wave that's either going to be with a knight or an ogre. We got the knight this time. You can pop your super. I'd probably hold on to it, to be honest, because as you can see, I didn't get a whole lot of anything to go into my tether, which kind of sucks. And then hold on to as much power ammo as possible, just in case you don't get good drops. But once you get this room completed, go ahead and scan the thing. Come back around here. Shoot the thing. and we're going to run into the next room. This next room, if you're going for 100,000 points, is going to be very difficult. So just keep that in mind. You're going to want to clear these guys really quickly, so maybe pop your tether at the top of those stairs. That way you can get everything on the bottom of the stairs and everything that's spawning in now, which is going to be 2 elite knights. And then you can even come running over here, and then once you clear enough ads, that ogre is going to spawn in. Definitely stay away from that as much as possible if you're going for 100,000 points. Like, that thing will shred you ridiculously fast. So I like to just pop a tether, miss my grenade completely, do not recommend, and then just clear as much stuff as you can. If you're not doing 100,000 points, feel free to just go invis, or whatever class you're using. Grab the javelin, and then just run into the next little hole. But if you're going for 100,000 points, just do what I'm doing here, which is using the javelin to kill ads. That way you can conserve your power ammo, still do a lot of damage, and stay alive. Just be very careful when you're doing that. But after this, you're getting very close to the boss fight. I would suggest, unless you're going for 100,000 points, just ignore this guy right here, the wanted enemy. He takes a lot of damage, a lot of power ammo. So just keep that in mind. If you're low on power ammo, forget him completely. If you're going for 100,000 points, you might want to still ignore him, to be honest, because he does take time. And time is going to not be your friend so much with 100,000 points. But as you can see, these guys are elite, so just be careful. Pick up whatever ammo you got. Run into the next room. Don't worry, the javelin will respawn. You saw it do so a second ago. We'll just keep respawning until you throw it in here. And then in here, I would actually pop your tether. Either at the bottom. I would kind of do it in the middle. I would do it about where that acolyte is. Right there. Kind of about where we are. And that way you can get just about everything tethered in this room. And if your javelin runs out before everything's dead, it spawns back right there. I like just using javelin. It's fast, it's efficient, it doesn't use power ammo. So once everything here is dead, if you're going for 100,000 points especially, keep on running. If you're not going for 100,000 points, I'm pretty sure you can skip that stuff, but don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. And after that room, we are on the final boss fight. Which again, remember, if you're going for 100,000 points, you have like a 75, 80, 85, or even 100, 110 handicap. You're not going to be doing the kind of damage that I'm about to do with the hammerhead. I know that sounds like common sense, like why does he keep saying this? But I know there's going to be one person in the comment section that says, I'm not doing that much damage. That is why. You're either not 650 like my hunter is, or your handicap is really high and you're not going to be doing that much damage. But what you want to do is just kind of do what you see me doing here, regardless of handicap or not, 100,000 points or not. Just stay behind here. As you can see, he's kind of hitting me with his little blast, but not really. Just continue to use this thing for cover. And then he will eventually go away. Pretty sure it's like a timed thing. But he will go away and he will spawn in a bunch of ads. That doesn't happen in this video, which kind of sucks because I can't show you guys. But when that happens, pop your tether and clear whatever elites are in there. You should be more than capable of clearing out those ads and getting your super back for the next wave. And if you do enough damage, you'll get 2 waves at the same time. So you either get Elite Knights and Elite Wizards, or Elite Wizards and Ogres. So just be very careful. Clear those elites out first. Deal with the Thralls second. But yeah, and then if you're really in trouble, run to the back of this area, like directly behind my character now. And there's a lot of good cover spots there. So hopefully this guide helped you out. If it did, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. Links to the description box to the other 2 Nightfalls are going to be in the description box down below within a couple hours of this one going up. And as always, stay positive, be happy, be healthy, live long and prosper, and have an awesome week.
Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes out, Guardian.